So, Angus, we have a little earring station. This one is from Yarra Valley. It is a very young vintage, again, 2020, and it is a Chardonnay. It is a Chardonnay, little earring, Victoria. So Yarra Valley.
I love that. Yarra Valley.
Yarra Valley.
When you're just a bogan Australian. Yarra Valley. Yarra Valley.
Yarra Valley is a Spanish Spaniard,
that.
you know.
Love that. So we have our glasses of Chardonnay in front of us. Where do you want to start with, I guess, the look, the appearance?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, well, we've tasted a few wines now. So, looking at this color, in our previous episodes. So if you look at the color, do you find more color in this wine or less color?
It's gold.
There we go. Yeah, excellent. I wouldn't say quite a deep gold,
No.
but I would say, a medium gold. Imagine a white gold.
Yeah, well, I had an aged Chardonnay in the last couple of months, and it was a deep gold, and this is not anything on that.
Excellent. That's it. Perfect. Now we're categorizing, start to cut with more wine tastings. We start to categorize the colors into groups, and you have that conviction as well to say it. Yeah.
So it's
that's
a
perfect.
white gold.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
And then I guess from the legs, we try and suss out alcohol content.
Yeah. Or what's the other component that we may access as well by the legs? Alcohol or
tannins.
sugar.
Residual sugar.
That's it. Residual sugar. What about on the nose?
It's wow, that's an interesting smell, because with Chardonnay, I kind of think that I can assess that it's Chardonnay by getting oak, but I don't get a lot of oak on this.
No, there's no new oak at all. I mean, it's a fair. I wouldn't say big production, but there's a good production of this wine.
Oh, okay. So that's interesting. So if you're a big distributor of wine of a certain bottle, you won't put it in oak, so it'll be in steel barrels. I never thought about that.
Stainless steel. You would put it in stainless steel because like imagine how much would cost you to put a $30 bottle of wine or $20 bottle of wine in brand new oak. Each barrel costs you $800, at least $800.
And how many bottles are you getting out of a barrel?
About 200 and
it's not worth it.
20, 30. I'm not 100% sure how many, but it's not worth it, and it would make the wine a lot more expensive. So for these young, fresh, crisp, dry wines, stainless steel is perfect.
And this is 2020 as well, right?
That's right.
Pretty much straight off the vines.
That's right. So now back to the discipline of tasting the wine as
please.
we let's go, Angus. Don't lose the focus. First, the fruit. So let's go on the that's right. On the fruit. What type of fruit?
It's sort of tropical fruits.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's not apples or anything. Is there banana in this?
Yeah, it's
What am I trying to smell?
We shouldn't really be smelling banana. Banana is an aroma that will come from very cold fermentation that gives pear drop or banana aromas. I would more go for, again, the fresh pineapple, actually.
Pineapple.
Fresh pineapple, but you say no apple. I think there is apple.
There is apple?
Yeah.
Well, a red or a green?
Yellow, kind of a yellow apple. Now, what about citrus? Do you pick any citrus?
Orange.
Orange, yeah, orange zest. Like you peel an orange, and you know there's those
little spore things.
Yeah, you smell that orange zest, the ripe yellow apple, a little bit of tropical note, pineapple. Fresh pineapple is nothing. It's not that extremely ripe, juicy pineapple that you have a bite and you're like, sweetness. No, it's not like that. It's
like you like to say, biting down towards the kernel. It might be near the rusk of the pineapple.
That's right. A little more harsh and more sharp. Yeah, I get that. Perfect.
Time to taste.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Saúde.
Saúde. You very good. On the palate, I get a lot more stone fruit now.
Oh,
you get that?
No.
Peach.
No.
Peach. It feels like a hard peach that you give a bite and it leaves this on the palate. There's even the aftertaste.
Okay.
So if you were to put this on a scale, this type of acid in a scale, where would you go? From low acid, medium acid to high acid?
I would say low to medium.
Yeah. Absolutely, 100%.
in the middle of the two.
Yep.
Because there's still a little bit of like acid in it, but it's also not medium. Like it's My
Yeah,
mouth isn't watering.
You know,
as it has in the past.
it's interesting because I get less of the pineapple on the palate that I got on the nose. I get
It
much.
tastes less tropical.
Yeah, it tastes much. And totally gets more that yellow apple that we mentioned. It gets totally on the butter and the cream and like kind of a butterscotch. So here is like on the nose it gave you something, on the palate give you something a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But we are on a cooler climate, on a slightly riper vintage, and we have a confluence of everything really. So
Yeah, okay.
pretty cool.
So when we talk about sweetness versus
Mhm.
dry wine,
It is dry, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no sweetness at all, right? We've tried
there's not sweetness. Okay,
Yeah.
well I'm wrong.
body,
I'd say like light plus, like light
medium
medium.
plus, medium plus.
Medium
yeah.
plus.
You can go medium plus. Let's say medium plus.
Sure.
Medium
I mean, I'm
plus.
just saying medium plus because I watched a YouTube video last week and the
Yeah.
guy kept saying plus.
Plus. Yeah, exactly. It's important to define as much as possible, and you don't want to go in a restaurant. If you work in a restaurant, you say medium plus, medium minus. What does it mean for the
course.
guest? It does not mean anything, right? But I think for us that we're learning how to taste wine in the podcast, I think it's important to kind of try to scale it as much as possible.
Agreed.
And one day we will share this scale, I think, to our listeners.
Yeah, we're
That
gonna
would be really good.
We'll have up on our Instagram a bunch of every single wine that we have. We'll have company tasting notes, so you can refer back to them as well. So
Yeah, perfect.
while you're drinking this, just check out our Instagram and you'll see or remind yourself, especially if you go back to that wine as well. And you'll be like, I had this. What did the guy say? Bang, we'll have it all online so
That's
you can refer
it.
back to
That's it.
Alcohol.
Alcohol. How do you feel about it?
It feels like, light medium.
Yeah, I agree. I
Like
agree.
around the 12.5-ish area. Am I
After
right?
after swallowing a bit, there's no really any pronounced warming on the throat. So yeah, I think medium. I would never say low for a wine from Victoria, Australia. There's a lot of generosity, ripeness.
Pissheads. Love
So
high alcohol.
yeah,
You
well,
Australians?
In
Yeah.
fact, that's right. In fact, there's one wine that is low alcohol. One day we're gonna taste it, which is a Semillon, which always under or 12 or under, but that's really an exception in Australia. So yeah, you are very right. A medium alcohol, 13% in this one, medium plus for a white wine. So yeah, very good. Yeah,
Okay.
you're accessing really well the alcohol. Nice, well done.
So we don't have a leaderboard yet. We haven't organised one. We will put one up on our Instagram at @gotsom. We are looking for the best $30 bottle of wine. I don't think this is it for me.
I agree. I agree 100%. I think he's well made. I think he's fair for the price and the $30. I think he's very, very fair. He's well made. It's
I think this was like $20.
it's well. There we go. I think it's a good $20 bottle of wine.
Till the next episode, Carlos. Salud.
Yeah.
Salud.
Cheers.